afternoon. Here is the news at noon. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu declares zero tolerance for sexual and gender-based violence as awareness month kicks off in Lagos State. Nigeria, China begin bilateral economic talks in Beijing. On Warrington, protesters block roads as strike begins in Israel to demand Gaza hostage deal. And in sports, Nigeria's Eniola Bolaji clinches bronze medal at 2024 Paralympics. And now the details. I am Mike James. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has reiterated his administration's commitment to zero tolerance on sexual and gender-based violence in Lagos State, warning that perpetrators will face the full wrath of the law. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this during his awareness and sensitization campaign to kickstart the September month campaign against sexual and domestic violence in the state. The governor, who noted that the Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency has sensitized over 1 million Lagosians, said that with over 66,000 complaints and 50 convictions, there is still a long way to go as many victims are still ashamed to speak out.
Lagos has indeed walked the talk on issues of sexual and gender-based violence, with our pioneering initiatives yielding fruits by the day. Therefore, you can trust the administration is fully committed to this cause. I urge every Lagosian to join us this September and beyond as we unite to say no to domestic and sexual violence in our communities. Together, we can make Lagos free from all forms of sexual and gender-based violence.
Governor Sanwo-Olu urged residents to champion the fight against domestic violence. 1767. The slogan for this year's campaign is SGBV, not on my watch, not in my Lagos. The Lagos State Building Control Agency, LASPCA, has moved to strengthen the synergy between it and the Lagos State Material Testing Laboratory, LSMTL, for effective service delivery in the discharge of both agencies' statutory responsibilities across the state. The move was initiated during the working visit of the LSMTL management team, led by its general manager, Olayinka Abdul, to LASPCA headquarters at Ikeja, GRA, Lagos. General Manager of LASPCA, Agbala Oki, while welcoming the team, commended the General Manager of LSMTL for her outstanding performance and effort within a short period in making sure that non-destructive tests, NDT, carried out by the agency are not doctored or poorly appraised by unqualified professionals. Oki also advised the LSMTL management team to always appraise the NDT report, especially from third parties, as this will further assist registered current civil or structural engineers in their final analysis and conclusions. On the part, the General Manager of LSMTL, Olayinka Abdul, applauded LASPCA for its laudable efforts in ensuring that property owners, developers build according to Lagos State building regulations, thereby bringing sanity to the built environment, an effort that has drastically reduced the menace of building collapse in the state. The Lagos State government has trained and rallied public toilet operators on new sanitation techniques and operations for efficient service delivery in the state. Addressing participants, Special Advisor on Environment, Olakule Rotimi Akodu, reiterated the government's commitment to eradicating open defecation and other environmental nuisances to reduce vulnerability to disease outbreaks and promote social security across the metropolis. Akodu said the state government recognizes the crucial role of janitors and public toilet operators and the need to build capacity to meet the challenges of service delivery in tandem with the themes plus agenda of the present administration. He stressed that the campaign has been taken to the grassroots and launched in 11 local government areas across the state, noting that the campaign is in addition to regular sanitation advocacy programs being carried out in markets and communities across the state. And over to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu is due to sign Memorandum of Understanding MOU with his Chinese counterpart, President Xi Jinping. Special Assistant to the President on social media, Olusegun Dada, on his X handle said, besides bilateral talks, President Tinubu, as the Economic Community of West African State, ECOWAS chairman, will speak on behalf of the region in the multilateral talks between West African leaders and the Chinese president. The president will conduct site visit to two major Chinese corporations to return focus to the completion of the Ibadan to Abuja segment of the Lagos to Kano high-speed rail line, one of the key objectives of this visit. Tinubu is also due to meet with 10 selected chief executive officers of 10 major Chinese corporations with assets under management totaling over $3 trillion across multiple sectors of the economy, including information and communications technology, refining oil and gas, aluminium production, seaport construction, harbor construction, and dredging services, financial services, satellite technology development, as well as many other critical sectors. So, some of the MOUs to be signed between the two countries are in areas of deepening of cooperation in green economy, in agriculture, in satellite technology development, media enterprise development and promotion, as well as blue economic development and national planning cooperation. Ekiti State Governor Biodun Oyebanji has raised a 13-member negotiation committee preparatory to the commencement of payment of the new minimum wage in the state. Special advisor to the governor on media, Yinka Oyebode, who made this known, said the first meeting of the committee is slated for Wednesday, September 4. Oyebode stated that the negotiation committee will be chaired by the head of service, Folakemi Olomojobi, adding that members were drawn from the government and organized labor in the state. It will be recalled that President Bola Tinubu had in July signed the 70,000 naira new minimum wage into law. And in some foreign news, businesses, schools, and transports across Israel are being affected by a general strike called to demand that the government agrees to secure the release of hostages by the Hamas. Tens of thousands of people rallied across Israel on Sunday after the bodies of 6 hostages were recovered by soldiers from Gaza. Some flights at Ben Gurion Airport, Israel's main air transit hub, have been disrupted while protesters have blocked several roads. The one-day strike was called by one of the country's most powerful unions, Histadrut, while the government is taking legal actions to block the strike, which it says is political. Meanwhile, Israel's foreign minister, Israel Katz, says the country will respond with full force following the recovery of the bodies of 6 hostages held by Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Hamas insists Israel is responsible for their deaths, as it has refused to sign a ceasefire deal. And in sports news, Eniola Bolaji has made history as the first African athlete to win a medal in para-badminton, securing a bronze medal for Nigeria in the women's singles category. Bolaji defeated her Ukrainian opponent, Oksana Kozina, 2-0 in straight sets of 21. That's 21-9, 21-9 to win Nigeria's first Paralympics medal in Paris. Although Bolaji had her sights set on gold, she fell short in the semi-final on Sunday, losing 2-0 by 16-21, 17-21 to China's Zhuan Zhao. Many will be pleased to see Nigeria end its medal drought following disappointing results at the Olympic Games and the recently concluded World Under-20 Athletics Championships. That was our news at 12. Just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Please keep your valuables off the view of miscreants. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X, Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. And you can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, LORMA launched the Lagos State Blue Box Recycling Initiative? Well, you can get more details. It's on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has reiterated his administration's commitment to zero tolerance on sexual and gender-based violence in Lagos State, warning that perpetrators will face the full wrath of the law. President Bola Tinubu is due to sign a memorandum of understanding with his Chinese counterpart, President Xi Jinping. And we also told you that businesses, schools, and transports across Israel are being affected by a general strike, call to demand that the government agrees a deal to secure the release of hostages held by Hamas. And then in sport, Eniola Bolaji has made history as the first African athlete to win a medal in para-badminton, securing a bronze medal for Nigeria in the women's singles category. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Abiola Fagbolagun. Thank you so much for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon.